right. First of all, let me say this. Okay. First of all, everybody, we about to get into this beating discussion. Okay.
Go ahead.
And so let's chop it up. The crew, cast, producer. We don't endorse people beating children. All right. So before we even start, let everybody know we're just telling you history, how we came up. Okay. So now we have an issue that has been brewing for a couple of weeks. Rodney is under the impression that his grandmother was more of a disciplinarian with that belt than my mother was, which is saying that somebody is better than Ali at boxing. It's saying that somebody's better than Jordan at basketball. My mother. So, Rodney, what I'm going to do before I give you the floor, I'm going to lay out 10 of my mother's credentials, okay? I looked at the stats, okay? And this is according to CompuBeat, okay? Now, one, my mother was inducted to the World Beating Hall of Fame, first ballot, unanimous decision. Number two, my mother was an 8-time Golden Belt Award winner.
Golden Belt.
Number three, my mother designed and secured a patent for a more aerodynamic, environmentally friendly belt with traction. She changed the whole beating era. Number four, my mother was a consultant and choreographer for all the beating scenes during the filming of Roots. My mother, number five, my mother was the first to handle the belt with either hand. She could cross over. People wasn't doing that back then. People wasn't even doing that. All right. My mother was the first. Number six, my mother was the first to beat 2 kids at one time and still be on a landline and they didn't know. Number seven, my mother was the keynote speaker in the World International Beating Conference back in 1982. Number 8, my mother published and wrote a book entitled "Didn't I Tell You to Come In Before the Street Lights Was On?" Number nine, the Bloods and the Crips were going to give my mother an honorary status in the game. They saw her beat somebody and said she was too violent for their brand. And then the last thing was my mother was the first one. Remember all these parents used to have to try to find the belt? My mother was the first one to actually put a belt in a glass case that said break in case of emergency. My mother changed the game. So I just want you to know what you're up against, Rod.
That's classic, man.
Kelvin, that was classic. I thought that was really cute. You know what I'm saying? That was really cute. That was really cute. And the thing is, if my grandmother was here, and let me give you a little background. My grandmother, I was raised by my.
Think about the beatings.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm sweating and laughing. That's because that shit was so funny, man.
Oh, man.